Welcome back to FIFA 18, the journey so far. Alex used his bad memories of his last Swansea game to fuel his performance at the busy Dreamcat. Then his team progressed through not just one,
Also, that photographer in the background.
but 2 rounds of the MLS playoffs.
These players look more confused than exulting.
Facial animations.
I think it helps that, you know, when you pause them, the course of the bounce look a bit weirder than they normally
Yeah,
It
that.
does seem a
No,
bit-
it was mostly facial expressions that
Yeah,
were weird.
it does seem a bit weird though. Like, well, you'd think that if they're gonna zoom in on them, that they'd make sure that those facial expressions are
So
keen
training.
Ball control.
Yeah.
to the limit.
On closeness and quickness. Our opponents can't score if they can't take the ball from us.
Music? Don't think I put any music in this time.
I'm guessing they're really short.
Well, I figured, well, it's been a while since we've had it.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Either that or I just forgot, but whatever.
Whatever. I mean, it's not like again. In this case, he's dribbling, I suppose.
Yeah. The key is to go in through the gates highlighted.
In the decent amount of time.
Yeah. Oh,
Oops.
The video
Don't
game
move
makes
the-
this look a lot easier than it actually is in real life. Take it
Oh,
from
I can
someone.
imagine.
Take it from someone who's played soccer.
anyway, more dribbling. This time, you have to go through a harder obstacle. Literally harder. If you run into those, you'll hurt yourself.
Like your own teammate.
Yes. Right, just dribble through there, and
There you go.
do it a few more times.
Oh, there are the harder obstacles.
Yeah, don't run into them, otherwise the manager will shoot you.
Jesus.
Some dystopian future
Well, yeah. Oh
where
shit.
soccer's just taking that damn seriously.
Yeah, sorry, I just run backwards and go and run through the spot again. I'm pretty sure this will work in real life. Okay, how does that help in real life? When you get a
Circling
circle
around
with the
someone?
ball?
It shows you how to
Confusing
circle
him.
around someone and to confuse them.
But they could just nick it off you.
Dwibs, okay. Dwibs, as someone who's actually played soccer, let me tell you, it is not as easy as you think it is, especially
Not
someone
just
who's
that,
nimble
Dwibs,
and quick.
Do you know that I've played football too.
Not just that, Reeves, not everyone wants to chop legs like you want.
Hell, I still play football.
In real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
Really?
Jove even told us.
Well, the point is, Dwibs, though, it's
I
like,
don't, I
well,
don't play for the team, but
well, the point is, Dwibs, it's like, well, it's definitely not as easy as you think it is, though, especially someone who's nimble and quick, and let's not forget that their legs are keeping the ball intact within them.
Like a madman, bro. Just doing my
Tell me something. Oh, there we go.
job, and then there's playing like you've been playing.
yeah.
You're a real difference maker out there.
Yeah, he's being nice, even after that comment I made first time I saw him.
Let's bygones be bygones.
Yeah, besides, I was playing for the opposition back then.
Wonder
So,
how they're
what we
doing nowadays.
What are we up
Also-
against?
Sporting Kansas City again. It's the second
Oh.
leg.
So how many goals do we have to get back?
7, I think.
Good luck.
Now time to make the shirt and that extra tight for the fan service. I mean, for well, that's just it really. Oh, I've also put his socks higher. Let's see how much he'll sweat in the hot Los Angeles sun.
Poor Alex, come on.
It was his choice.
Not really, it was yours.
Yes, but in a way, it's also his.
Honestly,
Despite everything, Dwibs, it's still you.
he'll probably appreciate the higher socks because trust me, the last thing you want is scraping your legs across that grass work.
Hi there, everybody. A very warm welcome to you all. Martin Tyler here, along with Alan Smith, and we're
La Galaxy versus Sporting Cook.
Well, they were head and shoulders above the opposition in that first leg.
Yeah.
You can't really see a shock here, but
Herbalife nutrition.
Galaxy, or else, might be a little glint
Is
of
that a real thing?
I suppose.
looking to
I mean, that wouldn't surprise
Actually,
me.
they have to make up 6 goals.
Jeez.
Well,
Oh, that's
7
nice.
goals.
That's nice that we pull up with the score of the previous match up above the timer.
Yeah, help you keep track. I mean, it's
Yeah,
typical.
yeah. Yeah, I just didn't notice up until now. That's nice.
So, Jova,
Yeah.
is Herbalife a real thing?
Herbalife. I feel like I've heard that thing. Herbalife. Herbalife.
I mean, probably some more.
Oh yeah, it is.
I guessing.
Yes, it is a thing.
Or like infuses or stuff like that.
Well, they're actually a global multi-level marketing corporation.
No, I don't mean that. What I meant was what the product that we treat
Oh.
infuses, as in not just tea essence, but stuff like chamomile or something.
Basically, they develop and market and sell dietary supplements, weight management stuff, sports nutrition, and personal care products.
So steroids, good to know.
Not that
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
gonna say,
personal care.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the Armstrong biker cheat guy will probably love it.
So wait, Dwibs, do you mean that guy who trains with just one hand and then in the water?
No, that IRL cyclist who discovered was pretty much cheating throughout almost pretty much his whole career.
Unfortunately, this is actually a recurring thing for the bicycle, panorama. Unfortunately, a lot of top players turns out to be druggies. I don't understand why they keep persisting. They know that everyone will get busted eventually.
They
So why
must
keep
really
going?
want that moment of glory.
It's an addiction, I guess.
Well, that's a problem also, Shiroi. A lot of these, after a while, unfortunately, also commit suicide.
Also,
It's
Jesus,
they're-
this side
all
are
their story-
horrible.
All of their stories end up in tragedy.
Ooh, that's another goal.
You know, at this point, is it even worth trying to remember what the aggregate score is right now?
I really wonder what the coach of the opposite team is thinking right now.
Murderous spots, probably.
Of the player, of himself,
You pick.
I mean, it
of
doesn't really
the
matter.
referee.
One
of
of
Alex
them,
Hunter.
Not the referee. This one hasn't been paid for.
You know, I can totally picture the opposite coach.
yeah, they are. And by an aggregate score of 10-0, we are in the final.
Yeah! No, Joe, I can totally picture the opposite coach being like one of those stereotypical, sitcom arch nemesis. And every time, Alex scores, he's like, Hunter!
Okay, wow, the entire state of Missouri is
It's being crushed.
probably crying back home.
Yeah.
Is Kansas in Missouri?
Actually, I think Kansas
Wait.
is a separate state.
No.
Dwibs.
Kansas and Missouri are two different states.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Dwibs, I'm an
to
American. You
improve
can
your
take
timing
my
of the
word for
tackles.
this.
Yeah,
Just
no,
checking myself.
there's also the fact that Dwibs that America.
Actually, Kansas City is in Missouri.
The heck? Wait. Hold
Uh-oh,
on.
interview.
You're asking about Kansas City? I thought you were talking about Kansas itself.
The Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, Kansas City is in Missouri. Weird. You sound like you were talking about Kansas itself. If I recall correctly, Kansas City is part in Missouri and...
How is this speech lose me points with the manager?
Because you're talking
was
too much to the press.
I was complimenting my teammates.
The best players in the world, they always seem to have more time than everyone else.
Thank you for joining me today. Alex Hunter, everybody.
Wow.
Bye.
Yeah. Another news. Fuck you all. I am king
Drops
of the
mic.
MLS. No one can stop me.
That would definitely drop down your dollar value.
I'm not saying fuck you all.
I think so. What's the web does?
Turns Alex Hunter into Spider-Man.
Hey, again, it's interesting with some of these icons, like the Spartan helmet and everything.
He's the British Miles Morales.
Totally. Well, there is a Spider UK, actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Didn't he get
Maybe
killed
if it-
in that big Spider-Man crossover?
Yes, at the beginning, alongside with, well, not alongside, but in the same first issue as Spider-Man Noir. Because, you know, I keep forgetting, I forgot his name.
Dan Slott.
Dean Slott, yeah, because fuck Dean Slott.
It's
Did
weird
Marvel
because Dan
Comics
Slott
see-
has done some good stuff too, so...
Remember, his She-Hulk run was actually pretty cool.
And I believe he's...
I guess he really just hates Spider-Man. I don't know.
Yeah, it really
Anyway,
does feel like
training
that.
Yeah.
day.
The next day.
Well, you know what also is weird, JTO? He also helped do Spider-Man PS4 story, as in he was the lead writer for that.
Again, considering who's the final boss, I'm not surprised.
Definitely not surprised.
So what are you doing today? First time strike.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
recognize this one.
Oh, Mega
it's
Man
Mega Man
X.
X1.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually did recognize this one. Surprised you didn't use Zero Stream yet.
That's overused.
Hey, maybe you'll eventually use Shock Mandrill's stage theme.
Spark
What game's
Mandrill.
that?
Spark
What game's that
Mandrill.
from?
First
One.
one.
Okay. Well, I haven't really played the Super Nintendo ones. I played the PlayStation ones onwards.
You literally just used the SNES theme there.
I played the first one.
Yeah, that's
So
what
you
Spark
technically did
Mandrill
the
is from.
An SNES game.
Yes, I said I never really, not never.
Okay. My favorite study distraction from Mr. Alexander is about to play in the Western Conference final. LA Galaxy best of West if they
Focus
win
on
this
your
run.
studies. Anyway, while Ashley McGlynn gets a third talking to from her parents for watching football instead of studying, join us in the next part where we take part in the Western Conference final.
Joy.
see ya.
See ya.